Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 67 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
The league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
Working from the gun. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now here come the Raiders. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop to throw. Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Detroit! Over! Here we go now. Boom! Detroit! Detroit! That's not Philly. Here we go. Leopard! Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 44-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They run with Pope again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to...
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. First and goal here from the 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now here comes Kansas City. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Let's go. Philly, 19.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Play action. They'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step, because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue, 90. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home.
Watch 35, watch 35. Now let's go. Blue, 90. No. Check. Patriot. Slam. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. C-19. Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. The swing pass caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll set up a throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now he's forced out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he is level, knocked down hard. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. throwing on second down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Leslie?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. Green, 39. Over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now a handoff looking right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. First chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And able to find Conley. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
In motion, Hill. Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gone. Switch.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On target over the middle to Hill. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Mahomes to throw once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. We see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Here we go, 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Like by 5.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.
You